This exploration delves into a woman's emotional landscape after losing a high-value man. It's a profound shift, a wake-up call far exceeding mere longing. She begins to recognize the worth of what she once disregarded, the qualities she overlooked and the moments she let slip. It's a confrontation with the irreversible nature of some losses. Stay with us as we uncover the depth of her feelings and how understanding them can shape your future actions. Before diving into the details of her psychology, let's explore a scientific fact about what happens to the brain and body when you're heartbroken. Heartbreak is one of the most profound emotional experiences a person can endure, leaving a lasting impact on both the brain and the body. At its core, heartbreak is not just an emotional reaction, but a deeply rooted psychological and physiological process that intertwines the mind and the physical self. Emotionally, heartbreak triggers feelings of failure, rejection, and an overwhelming sense of loss. Many people internalize the end of a significant relationship as a personal failing, questioning their own worth and adequacy. This self-doubt can erode one's sense of identity, as relationships often serve as a cornerstone of how we perceive ourselves and our place in the world. Losing this connection leaves a void that can feel insurmountable. This emotional pain is not just metaphorical, it mirrors physical pain in very real ways. Studies using functional MRI scans have shown that heartbreak activates the same regions of the brain that are triggered by physical pain, such as the anterior cingulate cortex and the insula. This neural overlap explains why the distress of a breakup can feel so visceral and inescapable. It's not just in your head. Your brain processes heartbreak as if you've been physically injured, which is why phrases like broken heart or heartache resonate so deeply. The physical consequences of heartbreak are equally significant. Emotional pain often manifests through tangible symptoms, reflecting the intimate connection between the mind and body. Many individuals experience appetite changes, either losing interest in food altogether or turning to overeating as a way to cope with their emotions. Sleep patterns also tend to be disrupted, with some struggling with insomnia as their minds replay moments from the relationship, while others find themselves sleeping excessively, attempting to escape the emotional toll through rest. Restlessness is another common physical response, where the body feels constantly on edge, as if in a perpetual state of agitation. Some people even report physical chest pain or a sensation of heaviness, aptly termed heartache, which underscores the brain's ability to translate emotional suffering into physical discomfort. These responses are not just imagined, they are part of the body's intricate system of processing stress and emotional trauma. Beyond these immediate physical symptoms, heartbreak can have long-term consequences on mental health, often acting as a precursor to depression or anxiety. The persistent sadness and sense of hopelessness associated with depression can take hold as individuals grapple with the loss of a relationship, while the uncertainty of the future and the fear of further rejection can fuel anxiety. These mental health struggles are compounded by the brain's diminished ability to focus and process information, as emotional distress consumes mental energy and leaves little room for clarity or decisiveness. Recovering from heartbreak is a journey that requires both emotional and physical effort, as the brain and body need time to heal. During this period, many individuals find themselves ruminating on the relationship, replaying events and conversations in an attempt to make sense of what went wrong. This cognitive cycle can be exhausting, further disrupting sleep, appetite, and overall well-being. However, understanding the neurological and physiological impacts of heartbreak can be the first step toward reclaiming stability. The brain's reward system, which thrived on the joy and pleasure associated with the relationship, suddenly experiences a deficit during a breakup. This creates symptoms akin to withdrawal, as the brain craves the emotional connection and validation it once received. This withdrawal-like state is often why individuals feel compelled to revisit photos, texts, or memories of their former partner, despite knowing that doing so may deepen the pain. Over time, with intentional strategies, the brain begins to adjust, rewiring itself to find pleasure and fulfillment in new experiences. Navigating heartbreak involves not just waiting for time to pass, but actively engaging in practices that foster healing. Emotional support is critical, whether it comes from friends, family, or professional counselors. Sharing feelings and gaining perspective from others can ease the emotional burden and provide a sense of connection. Physical activity, too, can play a vital role in recovery, as exercise releases endorphins, the brain's natural mood elevators, helping to combat feelings of sadness and lethargy. Mindfulness and meditation offer another pathway to healing, as they train the brain to focus on the present rather than lingering on the pain of the past. These practices can break the cycle of rumination and provide a sense of peace, even if only momentarily. Developing healthy habits, such as maintaining a balanced diet and getting adequate sleep, reinforces the body's resilience against stress and emotional strain. Ultimately, the process of healing from heartbreak is one of gradual self-repair, requiring both time and conscious effort to restore balance to the mind and body. While the experience of heartbreak is undeniably painful, it is also a testament to the depth of human connection and the resilience of the human spirit. By understanding and addressing the ways heartbreak affects the brain and body, individuals can find a path toward recovery and eventually rediscover the capacity to love and connect once again. When women experience heartbreak, the aftermath can be deeply emotional and transformative. The end of a significant relationship often represents not just the loss of a partner, but also the dissolution of shared dreams, routines, and future plans. For many women, this emotional upheaval can feel all-encompassing, impacting their mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Unlike a physical wound, the scars of heartbreak are invisible but no less painful, as they force women to grapple with feelings of rejection, self-doubt, and uncertainty about the future. Emotionally, heartbreak can plunge women into a period of intense introspection. They may revisit the relationship repeatedly in their minds, dissecting moments to identify what went wrong. This rumination can be both a coping mechanism and a trap, as it provides a sense of understanding, but can also prolong the pain. Feelings of inadequacy or self-blame may arise, particularly if the breakup was unexpected or initiated by their partner. Women may question their worth, attractiveness, or ability to maintain meaningful connections, especially in a culture that often ties a woman's value to her relationships. However, this emotional reflection also opens the door to growth. For many women, heartbreak becomes a catalyst for self-discovery, prompting them to redefine their identity outside of the relationship and explore what truly matters to them. Physically, the stress of a breakup manifests in various ways. Many women experience changes in their sleep patterns, struggling with insomnia as they lie awake replaying conversations or imagining scenarios that could have gone differently. Conversely, some may find themselves oversleeping, using rest as an escape from the overwhelming emotions. Appetite changes are also common, with some women losing interest in food entirely, while others may turn to emotional eating for comfort. These physical responses are closely tied to the brain's stress response, which is heightened during heartbreak. The body releases cortisol, the stress hormone, which can lead to physical symptoms like fatigue, headaches, or even a weakened immune system. Women might also feel a heaviness in their chest or physical pain, often described as heartache, underscoring the deep connection between emotional distress and the body's physical state. Socially, heartbreak can affect how women interact with others. Some may withdraw from their friends and family, needing time alone to process their emotions. Others might seek the company of loved ones more frequently, finding solace in shared experiences and emotional support. This period can also reveal the strength of a woman's support system. Friends and family often play a crucial role in helping women regain their confidence and perspective, reminding them of their worth and encouraging them to focus on their personal growth. Over time, many women use heartbreak as a turning point for transformation. They may channel their pain into self-improvement, taking up new hobbies, focusing on career goals, or improving their physical and mental health. While the initial stages of heartbreak are painful, they often lead to a stronger, more self-aware version of the individual. Women emerge from heartbreak not only with a deeper understanding of themselves, but also with a renewed sense of purpose and resilience. Heartbreak is a deeply emotional experience for women, and the feelings of loss, regret, and self-reflection that follow are entirely natural. But what happens when the tables turn, and a woman realizes she's the one who lost you? These emotions can be just as intense, driving her to question her choices and reconsider her priorities. Understanding these feelings isn't just about gaining insight, it's an opportunity for a man to turn the situation to his advantage and leave a lasting impression. Stay tuned as we explore this dynamic in detail. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more valuable insights. How a woman feels when she realizes she lost you. Part 1. Initial shock and denial. Her first reaction is a whirlwind of emotions, a sudden tempest. Initially, the loss might not even register. Her ego insists it's insignificant, that she's perfectly fine without him. However, as his absence becomes undeniable, her thoughts race, desperately seeking explanations and rationalizations. The shock hits hard, a sudden awareness of a significant loss, catching her completely unprepared. She never envisioned his departure, the prospect of being left with only memories. During this period, she revisits countless shared experiences, trying to pinpoint the turning point. She pores over texts, photos, and conversations, grasping for clues. Although pride might suggest she's better off, her heart and mind wrestle with this denial. Suppressed memories resurface with increasing clarity as time passes. This shock serves as a rude awakening, revealing the loss of someone with rare qualities. It transcends missing him. It's the stark realization of potentially pushing away something precious. This initial phase is often agonizing, marking not only the loss of a person but also a fracture in her self-perception. Questions like, did I make a mistake? Was I wrong about him? Linger, fueling a potent blend of regret and uncertainty. She confronts the ego that once assured her of self-sufficiency. That confidence crumbles as the truth sinks in. She was unprepared for his departure and now wonders if she'll ever find anyone comparable. Part 2. The comparison phase. As the initial shock subsides, she enters a perpetual cycle of comparison. Every man she meets becomes a measure of his unique impact on her life. Dates and new acquaintances are overshadowed by his memory. Each encounter triggers an involuntary assessment against his qualities she once took for granted, but now recognizes as exceptional. This transcends superficial comparisons. It's a deep dive into her values and what he symbolized. When men fall short of his patience or ambition, the rarity of these traits becomes apparent. She recalls his strength, composure, and stability, now viewing them as invaluable assets not universally found. The humbling realization dawns that some qualities are irreplaceable, that she might have lost something precious. She observes other relationships, contrasting their dynamics with her own. Where others fail to measure up, she feels a pang, a growing void, highlighting her loss. Silent regret sets in as she recognizes that not everyone can evoke the same feelings. The unique nature of their connection, despite imperfections, becomes evident. It was founded on rare characteristics. Each comparison sharpens her understanding of a high-value man, revealing that these qualities aren't superficial, but core values influencing every choice. She might develop a newfound appreciation for his discipline, patience, and commitment, recognizing their scarcity. This growing awareness intensifies her regret, each failed connection emphasizing the magnitude of her loss. Part 3. Introspection and regret. As the reality of her loss fully crystallizes, a period of profound regret begins. She abandons distractions and superficial connections, turning inward instead. This regret isn't solely about losing him. It's also about losing a part of herself that resonated with his grounded nature. This phase is marked by introspection, questioning her past choices, actions, and values. The significance of her decisions, the arguments, dismissiveness, and lack of appreciation becomes clear. She recognizes her role in his departure, questioning whether her ego overshadowed genuine appreciation. This self-awareness is challenging, exposing flaws, insecurities, and behaviors that contributed to the outcome. Her regret isn't transient, it's a persistent ache. She dwells on what could have been with greater appreciation, understanding, and commitment. These reflections are painful, revealing her shortcomings and the fact that he often invested more fully in the relationship. This self-analysis forces her to confront her insecurities and immaturity. It's a harsh but valuable lesson in recognizing the importance of valuing someone who supports her growth and treats her well. She grasps the depth of his contributions, not just as a partner but as a principled individual with rare integrity and values. This leads her to question her self-worth and relationship desires, a humbling realization of losing not only a remarkable partner, but also a potential for personal growth alongside him. Part 4. The urge to reconnect. As regret deepens, a powerful desire to reconnect emerges. It's not a simple impulse, but a profound yearning to relive the past. She feels compelled to communicate, seek closure, and potentially apologize for past dismissals. This urge is overwhelming, driven by unfinished business and a need to fill the void. Pride and ego take a back seat to finding peace with a decision she now recognizes as a mistake. She might delude herself into believing she could rectify the situation given another opportunity. This longing stems from recognizing that he brought out her best, even if unacknowledged at the time. She recalls his actions, consistency, and patience, understanding they fostered feelings of security, value, and recognition. She yearns to recapture that. The tragic irony is that by this point, it might be too late. He's likely moved on, grown stronger without her. This adds to the regret, knowing that reconnecting might be futile. Yet the desire persists, fueled by wishful thinking rather than possibility. Part 5. Acceptance and growth. After the whirlwind of emotions and the yearning to reconnect, a woman eventually reaches a stage of acceptance. This phase is not necessarily marked by peace or contentment, but by a resigned understanding that the relationship's end is irreversible. She begins to accept that he has moved on, and that the opportunity they once shared is no longer hers to reclaim. While painful, this realization is crucial for her emotional healing and personal development. Acceptance often serves as a catalyst for growth. It forces her to confront old patterns, behaviors, or mindsets that may have contributed to the relationship's end. Taking responsibility for her part, she begins to shed unhealthy tendencies and embrace a more intentional approach to her future relationships. The pain of heartbreak becomes a lesson, teaching her the value of qualities like loyalty, integrity, and humility. She learns to better appreciate what it means to truly connect with someone on a meaningful level. While she may never find another person exactly like him, the experience leaves her with a deeper understanding of herself. She recognizes that losing him wasn't just about losing a partner, but also about losing an idealized version of who she could have been in the relationship. This realization is bittersweet, but it lays the groundwork for rebuilding her life with greater maturity and self-awareness. Even as she moves forward, a part of her will always remember him, not just as someone from her past, but as a chapter that taught her invaluable lessons. He becomes a reminder of what a high-value man represents and the effort it takes to maintain meaningful connections. With this newfound wisdom, she approaches future relationships with greater care, cherishing the present and understanding the depth of what she once had. Part 6. Lingering echoes. Even after reaching a place of acceptance, the echoes of a shared past continue to reverberate through her life. These reminders are not confined to the obvious triggers like photographs or mutual friends. They subtly weave themselves into the fabric of everyday experiences. A song playing on the radio might transport her back to a moment they shared. A familiar scent might evoke the comfort of his presence, or the sight of a place they visited together could reignite emotions she thought she had buried. Even seemingly innocuous details, like a book he once recommended or a phrase he used, can spark a flood of memories. These reminders act as persistent, unspoken witnesses to his emotional impact on her life. Each encounter highlights what she once had and amplifies her understanding of the depth and significance of their bond. While she might attempt to brush them aside, their presence grows louder with time, reflecting the profound loss of not just a person, but the connection, security, and shared identity they built together. Such moments underscore the unique and irreplaceable nature of their relationship. It becomes clear to her that what they shared went beyond superficial affection. It was about the memories they created, the growth they inspired in each other, and the sense of belonging that once defined her world. These lingering echoes are like ghosts of a past connection, haunting her with the question of what could have been. Though bittersweet, these reflections also carry a quiet lesson. They remind her of the depth of her capacity to love and be loved, Over time, she learns to live with these reminders, not as burdens, but as part of the intricate tapestry of her emotional journey, shaping her future with wisdom gained from her past. Part 7. A growing void. As time passes, a deeper void begins to form within her, a hollow space that no amount of distraction or new connections can truly fill. This emptiness transcends the usual feelings of loneliness. It's a profound absence left by someone who truly understood her in ways few others ever could. It becomes a silent testament to his impact on her life, a unique imprint that no one else seems capable of replicating. This void is not just about missing his presence, but yearning for how he made her feel. It's the loss of feeling seen, valued, and respected in ways that were intrinsic to their connection. His understanding of her quirks, strengths, and vulnerabilities created a sense of belonging that went far beyond the surface. In his absence, she realizes that it wasn't just about having a partner, it was about having him, someone whose presence brought a rare combination of stability, comfort, and inspiration. Attempts to fill this void often prove fruitless. New hobbies, social engagements, or even romantic relationships may offer fleeting moments of distraction, but the emptiness persists, a quiet reminder of the depth of their bond. This is not something that can be replaced or replicated, as it wasn't built on superficial qualities, but on genuine understanding and connection. Over time, this void prompts introspection. She begins to reflect not only on the relationship, but also on the invaluable role he played in her life. His influence wasn't just a fleeting moment of happiness. It was a force that enriched her perspective, her confidence, and her sense of self. This realization intensifies her regret, as she wishes she had appreciated and cherished him more fully while he was still part of her world. The void, though painful, becomes a lasting reminder of a connection that was truly extraordinary. Part 8. Recognizing her missteps. As time tempers the rawness of heartbreak, quiet reflection begins to bring her mistakes into sharp focus. What initially felt like a wave of regret transforms into a deeper understanding of the specific actions and attitudes that contributed to the relationship's breakdown. This phase is marked by the difficult but necessary confrontation with her own habits, insecurities, and assumptions, patterns that may have unknowingly created distance between them. She might recall moments where she dismissed his kindness or took his consistent efforts for granted, failing to recognize the care and thought behind his actions. Arguments resurface in her memory, not as isolated events but as choices she made that were often dictated by pride rather than understanding. She remembers times when she chose to be defensive instead of empathetic, or when her insecurities led her to push him away rather than opening up to him. These realizations are humbling, as they reveal opportunities for greater kindness, support, and patience that she overlooked in the moment. The challenge of this phase lies in its demand for accountability, something she may have previously resisted. Acknowledging her role in the relationship's demise means confronting the uncomfortable truth that their separation wasn't a single catastrophic event, but the culmination of small choices, patterns, and missed opportunities that gradually eroded the foundation they had built together. Each of these regretted actions becomes magnified in hindsight, painting a clear picture of how preventable some of the damage might have been. Through this introspection, she begins to truly see the value of what she lost. His patience, understanding, and loyalty stand out as rare qualities, and her failure to nurture them feels like a critical error. This realization is bittersweet. On one hand, it deepens her sense of loss, but on the other, it provides clarity and a chance to grow. By facing her missteps, she not only honors the relationship they shared, but also lays the groundwork for approaching future connections with greater emotional awareness and care. This phase, though painful, becomes a pivotal step in her journey of self-improvement, ensuring that the lessons learned from her past will guide her more thoughtfully in the future. Part 9. A drive for self-improvement. After the weight of reflection and the acceptance of her role in the loss, a newfound drive for self-improvement begins to take hold. Losing him is no longer just a source of pain, it becomes a powerful catalyst for change. She starts to see the patterns and behaviors that hindered her ability to fully connect on a deeper level. Traits she may have once dismissed or justified like poor communication, mistrust, or prioritizing pride over understanding, now stand out as areas needing growth. This phase is not easy. It demands a level of self-honesty that can be uncomfortable and confronting. The process of self-improvement is often fueled by a determination to avoid repeating the same mistakes. She turns to external resources for guidance, delving into self-help books, seeking therapy, or leaning on trusted friends for advice. These tools help her identify and work through the emotional barriers that limited her ability to nurture meaningful relationships. The fear of losing someone significant again becomes a powerful motivator, pushing her to do the difficult inner work she may have previously ignored. This journey is not about dwelling on the past, but about preparing for the future. She cannot change what happened, but she can strive to become a better version of herself, someone capable of building and sustaining a high-value connection. The loss serves as a tribute to his influence, reminding her of the qualities she admired in him and the effort required to maintain such a meaningful bond. Her drive to grow stems not only from a desire to heal, but also from the hope of experiencing a relationship that echoes the depth and significance of what she lost. In recognizing that attracting and keeping someone of his caliber requires embodying those same high-value traits, she begins to transform. Her journey is one of resilience and purpose, a commitment to becoming a stronger, more emotionally intelligent individual who values connection, communication, and care. While the path forward may be challenging, it's one she embraces as a tribute to the lessons she's learned and the growth his presence and absence inspired. This is the transformative journey she undergoes upon realizing she's lost a high-value man, a testament to his impact simply by being true to himself. If this resonated with you, like and subscribe for more on stoicism, relationships, and self-mastery. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this content suitable for your point of view, please like and support us by subscribing. Thank you. When a woman realizes she has lost you, she goes through a whirlwind of emotions, regret, reflection, and a growing void that's difficult to fill. These feelings often make her reconsider what she truly valued about the relationship and how she let it slip away. If you understand these emotions, you're already one step ahead. The good news is, there are proven psychological strategies you can use to reignite her feelings and draw her back into your life. In the next section, we'll dive into powerful ethical techniques to help you reconnect with her. Let's continue. Number 1. Giving her space. I get it. It's pretty risky. Will she ever come back if you do this? And the answer is probably. Girls hate space. Honestly, I put my hand up for this. She will say things like, "Just go away, I need some space." And she would then be mortified when the guy actually does that. Navigating the delicate balance of giving her space can feel like walking a tightrope. On one side, there's the fear that distance might lead to a permanent split. On the other, there's the understanding that space can actually strengthen a relationship, making the heart grow fonder. Firstly, it's crucial to understand the psychological principle behind space in relationships. When you give someone space, you're not stepping away. You're actually fostering an environment where independence and personal growth can flourish. For many, especially after expressing a need for space, the initial reaction to actual solitude can be discomfort. This reaction is rooted in our basic human need for connection. Even when someone explicitly asks for space, it doesn't necessarily mean they want complete disconnection. This is where the subtlety of giving space comes into play. It's about being emotionally available without being physically overbearing. You're present in a way that respects her boundaries, yet reassures her of your commitment. Moreover, giving space can dramatically enhance the quality of interactions when you do come back together. It's like pressing the refresh button on a sluggish computer. Suddenly, everything runs smoother and faster. When both partners have had the time to miss each other, they tend to focus more on the positives, making conversations more engaging and interactions more appreciated. When you do give space, do it with confidence. Don't play it as a game of emotional chess, waiting for her to make a move out of desperation. Instead, see it as an act of emotional generosity. You're giving her something she asked for, trusting that the space you provide will be the breathing room your relationship needs to continue growing. In practice, if she's a bit distant, resist the urge to fill every silence or bridge every gap. Allow her to initiate contact. This shows respect for her pace and her needs. It can be tempting to jump back in at the first sign of her missing you, but patience here is key. Let the reunion be something that she walks into willingly, not something she feels coaxed or cornered into. Giving space, when done right, is not about creating distance, but about cultivating a mature, healthy dynamic where both partners feel they can breathe, grow, and still choose each other. Remember, true connection isn't about being inseparable. It's about being separated, and nothing changes. Number 2. Evoking jealousy. One of the most potent psychological triggers in relationships is jealousy. It's a complex emotion that can drive people to reconsider their decisions and actions concerning their romantic interests. In the strategic realm of rekindling a lost relationship, evoking jealousy can be a pivotal move. It's about subtly reminding your ex of your value and what they're missing, which can spark a desire to come back. The psychology behind jealousy is deeply rooted in possessiveness and the fear of loss. When a woman sees a man she once had deep feelings for, now garnering attention from others, or seemingly happy in the company of someone new, it can trigger a sense of jealousy. This isn't just about making her feel envious for the sake of it, but about highlighting your desirability and worth. It's a reminder that you are a catch, and that her decision to leave might have been premature. To effectively stimulate jealousy, you need to be tactical. It's not about flaunting new relationships explicitly, but rather about creating an aura of success and contentment around yourself. For instance, when she sees or hears about you being out and having fun, looking good, or advancing in your career, it naturally makes her question whether she walked away from a good thing. Moreover, if she reaches out to you, showing a controlled aloofness can heighten her interest. For example, if she wants to meet instead of jumping at the opportunity, you could respond with, "I have plans with friends that day, but I'll try to make it if I can." This response is not a direct rejection, but shows that you are not overly eager or available. You're living a fulfilling life, which in turn makes the time she does spend with you seem more valuable. However, it's crucial to handle this strategy with care. The goal is to evoke just enough jealousy to make her reconsider her decision without pushing her further away, by making her feel replaced or undervalued. Remember, the underlying aim is to reignite an interest and pave the way for reconciliation, not to foster bitterness or resentment. In conclusion, evoking jealousy is a delicate but effective strategy when trying to get a woman to come back. It leverages a basic human emotion to remind her of your worth and the good times you shared, potentially leading her to question her decision to leave. Used wisely, it can be a powerful catalyst in rekindling a relationship, but always remember that the best outcomes are those that come from genuine connections and mutual respect. Before diving into Lesson 3, take a quick break and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Number 3. Psychological resistance. Using reverse psychology to rekindle interest is a nuanced technique that hinges on human nature's fundamental desire for autonomy and decision-making. When applied thoughtfully in relationships, this method can provoke a reconsideration of one's feelings and choices, particularly in the complex dance of romantic reconnections. This strategy involves suggesting to your ex that perhaps you weren't the best match for her, thereby indirectly stating that she could do better. For example, by remarking, "I was never really the right person for you, go find someone who truly excites and cares for you," you subtly challenge her current perception and decision-making regarding the relationship. This approach can ignite a need within her to prove her autonomy and perhaps contradict your assertion by showing that choosing to be with you is indeed what she wants. The effectiveness of this strategy lies in its ability to tap into the human psyche's contrarian impulse, similar to telling a child, "No, you don't want vanilla ice cream, it doesn't taste good, you should try the chocolate instead." Often, the immediate response is a desire to challenge the directive and assert one's own choice, even if vanilla was not initially the preference. This form of reverse psychology is a classic tactic that can lead to several outcomes. Firstly, It can make your ex reflect on the qualities of the relationship and your compatibility more deeply, potentially seeing things in a new light. Secondly, it can induce a psychological reaction to reclaim the perceived loss of control over her decisions, especially if she feels challenged by your suggestion that she could do better. However, it is crucial to approach this method with caution and respect. The goal is to encourage reflection and reconsideration, not to manipulate or coerce. When handled improperly, it can lead to resentment or a strengthening of her resolve to move on. Therefore, while this technique can be effective, it should be used sparingly and always with the underlying intention of fostering genuine dialogue and understanding. Ultimately, implying that she can do better should be about helping her see the value in your relationship through her own reassessment, not about playing games. It's about sparking a thought process that leads her to independently conclude that the relationship might indeed be worth another shot. The key is to maintain sincerity and integrity, ensuring that any moves towards reconciliation are built on a foundation of mutual respect and genuine affection. Number 4. Fear of loss. Imagine if Cinderella decided not to drop her glass slipper. Would Prince Charming ever have realized what he was missing? Like a well-played chess move, showing that life without her is not only bearable but flourishing, can be a checkmate in the game of love. By demonstrating that you're the main character in your life story, thriving and admired by others, you invoke a powerful realization: she might just lose someone truly exceptional. Let's paint a picture. You're out there, living your best life. You're at charity events. You're the toast of your social circle. Your career is on an upswing. All eyes on you. Your social media? A gallery of adventures and achievements. Here's the kicker. You're not just showing off, you're genuinely building a life that anyone, including her, would regret not being part of. You've become the lead actor in a blockbuster life that everyone wants a ticket to. It's not about making her green with envy, but about turning the spotlight on how valuable and desirable you are. It's showing, not telling. Think of it as being the guy who's got VIP passes to every exclusive event. Suddenly, everyone's interested, right? Your aim is to weave a narrative so compelling that she starts to question her exit strategy. Did she leave too soon? What incredible episodes will she miss out on? To master this, you don't need to be James Bond, but you do need to channel some of his charisma and mystery. Be the man who's booked and busy, whose time is a precious commodity. When she calls and you say, "I'd love to catch up, but I've got this incredible event I can't miss," you're subtly hinting that your world is vibrant, full of opportunities and, importantly, other admirers. But here's the twist. You must keep it classy and respectful. This isn't about playing games or emotional manipulation. It's about letting her see the natural consequences of her decision through the lens of your fulfilled life. It's about being so good they can't ignore you. In essence, let your life do the talking. Be so good, so involved, so irreplaceably vibrant that the fear of loss becomes not just a whisper but a roar in her mind. Remember, people cherish tickets to a sold-out show. Make sure she sees that life with you is just that, a show not to be missed. Number 5. Rekindling past connections. Ever wonder if your romantic sequel could be as heartwarming as the comeback of vinyl records? It's time to dust off those old records and play the soundtrack of your shared past, tuning into the hits, not the misses, of your relationship. Bringing up those golden memories might just be the ticket to a successful encore. Picture this. You two laughing until your sides hurt under the starlit sky of your first camping trip, or the time you both tried, and spectacularly failed, to bake a souffle. These aren't just memories, they're the private jokes of your relationship. Mentioning these moments acts like your greatest hits album, reminding her of the unique melodies you created together. It's about hitting the play button on those laugh-out-loud moments and feeling the warmth of familiar tunes. Now, don't just skim through the playlist. Dive deep into those blockbuster adventures and epic laugh fests. Talk about that spontaneous road trip where you discovered a town out of a storybook, or those challenge-accepted moments when you both ran your first 5 kilometer. These stories are your crowd pleasers, showing her that the best parts of your show are worth a rerun. People appreciate growth and maturity. Show her that the time apart has made you a better, more insightful person. Perhaps you've picked up new skills, developed new hobbies, or simply grown more emotionally mature. Letting her know that you've evolved demonstrates your awareness of past issues and your commitment to personal improvement. This reassurance can be crucial for her willingness to reconsider things, as it alleviates fears of falling back into old patterns. None of the above strategies will be effective without sincerity. Your attempts to reconnect must come from a place of genuine interest and care, not just a desire to win her back for the sake of it. Communicate openly about your feelings, regrets, and hopes for the future. Sincerity in your words and actions will convey that your interest in rekindling the relationship is honest and deep. Rekindling past connections is about more than just reigniting old feelings. It's about creating a new path forward that honors the best parts of your past and the growth you've achieved separately. It's about showing her that the narrative you once shared still holds unfinished chapters that might be worth exploring together. With patience, reflection, and heartfelt communication, the past you cherished can pave the way for a new beginning. Number 6. Be friends with her friends. Girls often seek the opinions of their friends and family when it comes to relationships. It's commonly said that if you can win over her friends and family, you're already 50% of the way to earning her approval. If a girl is being slightly distant from you, becoming friends with her friends can bring her closer. She will love that you are making an effort, and it will also make her interested in you. Imagine stepping into a party where everyone's a familiar face to her but new to you. Instead of sticking to her side like a postage stamp, venture out. Engage her friends in a light, humorous conversation. Think of yourself as the friendly new neighbor everyone is curious about. It's about making connections that could form a fan club, not just for her, but for Team You plus her. It's these little interactions that show her friends the cool guy she's always talking about. And remember, puns can be your best friend here. Nothing breaks the ice like a little well-done humor at a barbecue. Let's clear this up. Being in the friend zone isn't always a bad thing, especially when it's her friends we're talking about. Show that you value their opinions and enjoy their company. It's like getting good reviews on Yelp. It builds your credibility. But here's the kicker. Keep it classy. You're aiming to be the guest star everyone loves, not the main character in a soap opera. The truth is, when you're not around, her friends are probably going to talk about you. Make sure what they're saying could make headlines for all the right reasons. Be the guy they root for in her love story, the hero who deserves a sequel, not a cliffhanger. When the two of you have an argument, reaching out to her closest friends and family can be a very effective method. You can find out how she's doing, whether she's still angry or has calmed down, and assess the likelihood of a successful reconciliation if you approach her again. Her friends might even serve as a bridge to help mend your relationship. So, after you've schmoozed and charmed, when she comes back with those drinks, you might find her slipping her hand in yours a little more firmly, staking her claim. It's her way of saying, "Yep, he's with me." And while she knows her friends wouldn't dream of stealing you away, it's that instinctual, playful protectiveness that says you've done something right. In conclusion, integrating into her social network isn't just playing it smart, it's playing it right. It strengthens bonds, creates shared experiences, and hey, who doesn't want a partner who can be the life of the party and the soulmate? So next time you're mingling with her friends, remember, you're not just building bridges, you're launching a full-scale charm offensive. Number 7. Be unpredictable. If you're pondering how to spark a reconnection with your ex, embracing the art of unpredictability might just be your secret weapon. Picture this. Your relationship has a favorite book that she thinks she knows by heart. Now imagine introducing an unexpected chapter that captivates her anew, making her question what she thought she knew and eager to read more. Say goodbye to the old routines that might have painted your past relationship in a predictable hue. Instead of replaying the greatest hits, why not surprise her with something completely different? For instance, if your dates had become as predictable as Tuesday tacos, shake things up. Invite her to a midnight market, an impromptu dance class, or a spontaneous road trip to a mysterious destination. These fresh experiences disrupt the mundane narrative and show her a new side of you that she hasn't yet discovered. Unpredictability isn't just about what you do, but also how you engage. If she's used to certain reactions from you during discussions, change the script. Approach sensitive topics with a new level of depth or understanding, or bring up subjects you've never discussed before. This shows her that you're not only different, but that you've grown. It's like showing her a preview of a new season in what she might have thought was a concluded series. While you're reaching out and re-engaging with her, keep a bit of mystique about your own life. Let her know you're pursuing new interests or have picked up new hobbies since you're split. This not only makes you more appealing, but also subtly hints that there's much about your new life she has yet to discover. It's intriguing and invites her to want to be part of your evolving story. Even as you seek to win her back, balancing how often you reach out is key. Too much contact can seem desperate, but sprinkling your interactions with unexpected messages or calls can spark curiosity and anticipation. Let her wonder when she'll hear from you next, and make each interaction count by being engaging, upbeat, and interesting. By strategically using unpredictability, you transform from a known entity into a thrilling mystery she is compelled to solve. It's about reminding her that the story of us has more twists and turns, potentially leading to a new and exciting plotline together. Just like a book she can't put down, becoming an engaging, evolving presence in her life can reignite her interest and maybe, just maybe, turn the page back to a chapter where you both star. Interesting, isn't it? What impressed you the most from the points mentioned? But don't switch channels just yet, because we still have something that will amaze you. We'll keep surprising you right up until the very last moments of this video. Number 8. Direct approach. When the goal is to rekindle a past flame, sometimes the most effective strategy is the direct approach. No frills, no detours, just heartfelt, straightforward communication. It's about reaching out with sincerity and a clear intent, much like pressing the reset button with awareness and maturity. Don't hide behind vague texts or social media interactions. Instead, pick up the phone or send a personal message. Start with something simple and sincere. You might say, "I've been thinking about our time together and would love to catch up. Are you open to that?" This directness shows confidence and respect for both her and the relationship you once shared. It's crucial to confront the elephant in the room, the reasons behind your breakup. By addressing these issues openly, you show that you're not only aware of what went wrong, but are also taking responsibility where needed. This could be as straightforward as saying, "I've had time to think about how things ended between us and I realize where I could have been better. I'm sorry for the pain caused." This kind of honesty can set a solid foundation for whatever comes next. Let's plan a meetup. Suggest a neutral yet meaningful setting for your meetup. Maybe it's the coffee shop where you had your first date, or a park where you spent many lazy Sunday afternoons. Returning to these places can help strip away the layers of the time spent apart, bringing you back to where it all felt right. Say, "How about we meet there? It always had a special vibe for us." Clarity is king. Let her know why you're reaching out. Whether it's for closure, reconciliation, or simply to apologize and clear the air, being upfront can prevent misunderstandings. You could frame it like, "I want to meet because I value what we had and think we could at least be great friends, if not more. I just wanted to be honest about my feelings." When you do meet, focus on listening more than speaking. This shows that you're not just there to express your feelings, but are also interested in hers. Active listening can demonstrate your growth and readiness to engage with her genuinely, not just relive the past. Finally, be ready to accept her response, whatever it may be. Respect her boundaries. If she isn't interested in rekindling anything, respect her decision and thank her for her honesty. Expressing, "I appreciate you meeting me and sharing how you feel, and I'll respect your wishes," underlines your maturity and respect for her autonomy. Using the direct approach in rekindling a past connection shows maturity, respect, and a genuine desire for resolution or renewal. It strips away the games and uncertainties, focusing instead on building a bridge, whether to cross back to each other or to move on with mutual respect. Number 9. Persistence that wins her over. Winning back a heart isn't about grand gestures performed once in a blue moon. It's about the slow, steady warmth of a sunrise, consistent and gentle. If you're aiming to soften her heart and rekindle what once was, consider persistence not as mere repetition, but as a demonstration of sincere commitment. Consistency is your secret weapon. Like a gardener tending to a favorite plant, regularly check in on her, send thoughtful messages, and express genuine interest in her well-being. This isn't about smothering her with attention, but showing that your care isn't seasonal. It's perennial. Over time, these consistent actions can turn frosty memories into warm thoughts of what might be again. Never underestimate the power of a small, thoughtful gesture. Whether it's a handwritten note slipped into her favorite book you return, or a playlist of songs that soundtrack your happiest days together, these tokens of affection are like soft whispers from the past, reminding her of joyful moments shared. Patience is key. Patience is not simply waiting, it's maintaining grace in the pause. Understand that rekindling feelings and repairing trust takes time. Display patience not just through words, but through actions. Let her see that you're not in a rush, that your interest in her isn't tied to timelines or expectations. Actions speak louder than promises. Let her see the ways you've grown since you were last together. Maybe you've tackled old bad habits, or developed new, positive ones. This visible change can be incredibly persuasive, showing her that your journey apart has prepared you for a better journey together. Support her when she's facing challenges, without any expectations of reciprocation. Being a reliable presence during tough times can demonstrate your commitment and care beyond romantic interests. While persistence is key, respecting her space is crucial. This shows that your attention is not about possession, but about genuine connection. Find that delicate balance between being present in her life and giving her the room to breathe and miss you. If past mistakes are part of the landscape, address them with genuine apologies. Acknowledge what went wrong and express your regret in a way that feels meaningful. Apologies can bridge divides, mend old wounds, and show maturity. Occasionally, suggest doing something that you both loved in the past. Whether it's visiting that quaint coffee shop downtown or taking a hike where you once watched a meteor shower, revisiting these happy places can reignite old sparks. Through these persistent yet respectful efforts, you can gently remind her of the deep connections you once shared. Each step, taken with intention and care, can help weave a new tapestry from old threads, possibly leading to a renewed relationship built on a deeper, more mature foundation. And there you have it, gentlemen, your masterclass on using psychological tricks to not just make her consider coming back, but to create a connection that's deeper and more resilient than ever before. Remember, it's not about manipulation. It's about understanding her desires and fulfilling them in a way that resonates with her heart and mind. We've covered everything from sparking her curiosity with unpredictability to rekindling old flames by engaging with her social circle. The key is consistency, respect, and genuine growth, qualities that transform you into the partner she's truly seeking. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that turns the art of attraction into an exact science. Share this video with friends who might also benefit from these strategies, and drop a comment below to let us know which technique you're planning to try first. Remember, in the game of love, being informed is your greatest advantage. Thanks for watching, and here's to your success in winning her back. 8 psychological tricks to get girls to chase you. Are you tired of being stuck in the friend zone, constantly overlooked by women you want to impress? Do you find yourself anxiously waiting for a text that never comes, feeling invisible and unappreciated? It's a crushing cycle that chips away at your confidence, leaving you wondering if you'll ever be more than just a nice guy. But what if you could flip the script? What if you could make women chase you instead? Imagine walking into a room and effortlessly commanding attention, igniting curiosity and desire. With these 13 psychological tricks rooted in the powerful principles of stoicism, you can transform your dating life. These aren't cheap gimmicks. They're profound strategies that will revolutionize how you interact with women and help you finally win them over. Warning, if you follow these, any woman will become obsessed with you. Use these rules with good intentions and don't use this teaching for bad. Make your time with her fun, light, and make your presence known. The attraction phase is crucial, so handle it wisely. Number 1. Elevate your hygiene. Simple steps for a fresh start. Imagine heading into a battle without proper preparation. It would be a disaster. The same applies to your daily life, especially when it comes to attracting women. Good hygiene is your first line of defense. No one can fall for a smelly guy. Taking care of your appearance is not just important, it's essential. Let's break it down. Start with a shower and don't just rinse off. Use body soap and scrub thoroughly, twice if needed. Think of it as cleaning your armor. Shampoo your hair to keep it clean and fresh. Once you're out, dry yourself off completely and apply deodorant to stay fresh throughout the day. Slip into clean clothes and you're ready for the day. Now, let's talk about scent. You don't need to douse yourself with body spray like a middle schooler with a crush. Instead, consider a subtle touch of cologne. A single squirt on your wrist and another near your neckline is all it takes. This isn't just about smelling good, it's about leaving a lasting impression. Women are naturally drawn to great-smelling men. Think about it. When you walk past someone who smells pleasant, don't you feel an instant connection? It's the same principle. By maintaining good hygiene, you're not just looking after yourself, but you're also showing respect to those around you. Picture this. You're on a date and you've taken the time to prepare. You smell great, you look clean, and you feel confident. This isn't just about physical attraction. It's about showing that you care about the details. Good hygiene signals self-respect and confidence, qualities that are incredibly attractive. So, before you step out, make sure you're not just looking good, but also smelling fantastic. This simple routine can make a world of difference in how others perceive and connect with you. It's not about vanity, it's about putting your best foot forward and respecting yourself and those you meet. Make good hygiene your daily armor, and you'll be ready to conquer any situation with confidence. Hit the like button if you agree that nobody can love someone with bad body odor. Number 2. Turn the tables. The power of the friend zone. When it comes to dating, the mere mention of the friend zone sends shivers down most men's spines. It's often viewed as a dead end, a place where romantic dreams go to die. But what if I told you that you could turn this supposed pitfall into a powerful tool that makes her chase you? Yes, you heard it right. Putting her in the friend zone can be a game changer, sparking intrigue and desire that can lead to a deeper, more meaningful connection. Picture this. You meet an amazing woman, and instead of rushing to make your romantic intentions clear, you treat her like a friend. You hang out, have a blast, engage in deep conversations, and genuinely enjoy each other's company without any overt romantic gestures. This approach creates a sense of mystery. She's left wondering, is he interested in me or are we just friends? This uncertainty is your secret weapon, fueling her curiosity and interest. Let's break it down. By not immediately pursuing her, you're leveraging the principle of scarcity. When something is perceived as scarce or hard to get, its value increases. This isn't just a theory, it's human nature. Think about it. When was the last time you were more attracted to someone who seemed slightly out of reach? That sense of challenge and the allure of the unknown made them all the more appealing, didn't it? By positioning yourself as someone whose attention isn't easily won, you become more desirable. Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." By showing that you don't crave her attention desperately, you exude confidence and self-assurance, qualities that are incredibly attractive. You're not playing hard to get. You're showing that you're a high-value individual who doesn't give away his affection lightly. Too often, the desire to conquer a woman's heart, especially if she seems unattainable, can make you hasty and impatient. This eagerness can lead to mistakes, turning what could have been a meaningful connection into a missed opportunity. By taking the time to be friends first, you allow both of you to understand each other better. She gets to see your true character, and you get to learn more about her personality. As the American proverb goes, good things come to those who wait. This patience pays off in the long run, as it lays the groundwork for a stronger and more genuine relationship. Think of it this way. You and she share a fantastic day full of laughter and meaningful moments. As the evening draws to a close, you give her a friendly hug instead of a romantic kiss. She goes home, her mind racing. Why didn't he make a move? Does he see me as just a friend, or is there something more? This kind of self-reflection on her part can lead her to see you in a different light, sparking thoughts about a deeper connection. This strategy isn't about manipulation. It's about creating a dynamic where she sees you as a valuable person worth getting to know better. It's about being patient and allowing the relationship to develop naturally. You're not being indifferent, you're being discerning, showing that you value a meaningful connection over a fleeting romance. Remember, the goal is to let the relationship grow organically. By initially placing her in the friend zone, you give both of you the space to build a solid foundation based on mutual respect and genuine interest. This can lead to a stronger, more lasting bond. So, flip the script. Put her in the friend zone and watch how the intrigue and desire build. It's a strategic move that empowers you to create a connection that's more than just physical attraction. You're setting the stage for a relationship built on mutual respect, curiosity, and a deeper understanding of each other. In the end, she will be the one chasing you, eager to unlock the potential of a deeper connection. Number 3, spark her smile, make her laugh, win her heart. This is a great tip. You might think you're not funny, but the truth is, everyone has the potential to make others laugh. Humor is a skill that improves with practice. You need to put yourself in situations where you can get used to the awkwardness of telling an unfunny joke. With time, you'll build the confidence to tell more jokes and improve your comedic timing. Remember, the more jokes you tell, the better you'll get. Women love to laugh, and the more you can make them laugh, the higher you'll rise in the social hierarchy. Humor shows that you're intellectually strong and confident, which are highly desirable traits in a potential partner. Imagine being on a date and making her laugh effortlessly. It not only breaks the ice, but also creates a memorable and enjoyable experience. Laughter is a powerful connector, and it's a great way to gauge her interest. Pay attention to where her eyes go when she laughs. If her eyes dart towards you, it's a strong sign that she's interested in you on a subconscious level. One effective way to make a girl laugh is by playing a question game with her. Ask fun, light-hearted questions that can lead to amusing answers and banter. For example, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Or, what's the funniest thing that's happened to you recently? These questions not only make her laugh, but also create opportunities for deeper connection and conversation. This trick is not just about making a girl laugh, it also helps you connect with others and increase your social standing. When you can make both women and men laugh, you become more likable and charismatic, which ultimately boosts your status in any social setting. Consider the times when you've laughed heartily with friends. Remember how connected and at ease you felt. The same principle applies here. Laughter creates shared moments that are treasured and remembered. It's like building a bridge between two hearts, one chuckle at a time. Another tip is to use self-deprecating humor, but in moderation. Making fun of yourself a little can show that you don't take yourself too seriously and are comfortable in your own skin. For instance, if you trip over something, laughing it off with a witty comment can turn an awkward moment into a charming one. Also, storytelling can be a fantastic way to bring humor into your interactions. Sharing funny stories from your own life can be incredibly engaging. Think about a time when something hilarious happened to you and craft it into a narrative. People love stories because they are relatable and personal. Don't be afraid to use situational humor. Sometimes the funniest moments come from the environment you're in. If something amusing happens around you, make a light-hearted comment about it. This shows that you're observant and quick-witted, two qualities that are very attractive. Repetition can also be a useful tool. If you notice something that made her laugh earlier, bring it back in a different context. This creates an inside joke between you two, which is a powerful bonding experience. For example, if she laughed about a joke you made about a common experience, you can reference it later in the conversation to evoke that laughter again. Lastly, remember that humor should be respectful and considerate. Avoid jokes that could be offensive or hurtful. The goal is to make her feel good and comfortable around you, not to embarrass or belittle her. Humor is a powerful tool. It can break down barriers, create bonds, and make you more attractive. So, embrace the awkwardness, tell those jokes, and watch as you become more confident and appealing. Laughter is, after all, the best medicine, and in this case, it's also the best way to win her heart. Before we move on to the next lesson, here's a shocking statistic. 98% of viewers don't leave a comment or hit the like button. So, if you enjoyed this video, please support us by leaving a comment saying support or simply typing 1. We truly appreciate you. Number 4. Warm up her social circle. Gaining the approval of her friends is an essential step in getting a girl to chase you. Her social circle plays a pivotal role in her life, and by making a positive impression on them, you indirectly increase your attractiveness to her. When her friends like you, they will naturally speak well of you, and this social proof is incredibly powerful. To gain the approval of her friends, you need to be genuine and considerate. Show that you are not only good for her, but also for her group. This means engaging in conversations, being respectful, and showing interest in their lives. Building a positive reputation within her social circle will make her more comfortable and likely to pursue a deeper connection with you. Seneca once said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This wisdom can be applied here. Don't let fear of rejection hold you back from engaging with her friends. Often, the anxiety is much worse than the reality. Focus on building genuine connections with her friends without overdoing it. Authenticity is key. Be yourself and let them see your good qualities naturally. When her friends approve of you, it subtly signals to her that you are a high-value man worth chasing. Social proof is a powerful psychological tool. By warming up her social circle and gaining their approval, you position yourself as a desirable partner in her eyes. This strategy can significantly increase the chances of her chasing you, as she sees you as someone who is accepted and valued by those she trusts. Number 5. Break the touch barrier. Breaking the touch barrier is a powerful subconscious psychological tactic that can significantly enhance your interactions and create a deeper connection. Physical touch, when done appropriately and respectfully, can convey comfort, trust, and familiarity. It shows that you are at ease around her, which can make her feel more comfortable and connected to you. Here's how you can master this technique to get her to chase you. A gentle touch on her shoulder during a conversation, casually grabbing something from her hand, or initiating a playful game that involves touch, like rock, paper, scissors, are all effective ways to break the touch barrier. The goal is to introduce touch in a non-sexual, friendly manner. This can help establish a sense of ease and closeness between you two. It's about creating a physical connection that feels natural and comfortable, not forced or awkward. One way to break the touch barrier is to use playful, flirty bets. Challenge her to a dance-off or a trivia game, with the winner getting to choose a prize. The prizes can be simple gestures that involve touch, such as holding hands, a gentle tickle, or a high five. These interactions are fun and light-hearted, making the touch feel natural and unforced. For example, you could say, "I bet I can dance better than you." The winner gets to pick the prize. This not only breaks the touch barrier, but also adds an element of excitement and anticipation to your interaction. To make this strategy even more effective, consider incorporating it into a fun activity that she enjoys. For instance, if she's into sports, you could challenge her to a friendly game of basketball or tennis. The physical activity combined with the playful competition can create numerous opportunities for casual, comfortable touch. When you initiate touch, pay close attention to her reactions. If she seems uncomfortable or pulls away, respect her boundaries and stop. It's crucial to ensure that she feels safe and comfortable at all times. touch should be a positive experience that enhances your connection, not something that makes her feel uneasy. In conclusion, breaking the touch barrier is a subtle yet effective way to create a deeper connection and make her chase you. By introducing touch in a respectful and playful manner, you show that you are comfortable around her, which can make her feel more at ease with you. Remember to be attentive to her reactions and always respect her boundaries. With these strategies, you can master the art of breaking the touch barrier and take your interactions to the next level. Number 6. Step back to leap ahead. Let her take the lead. Think of a fisherman who skillfully casts his line and then waits patiently for the fish to bite. He doesn't continuously reel in and cast out, nor does he anxiously watch the water. He trusts in his method, knowing that patience often yields the best results. In the same way, once you've shown your interest, stepping back allows her to take the initiative, making the attraction more mutual and organic. Many men face the struggle of putting all their energy into pursuing someone without realizing that sometimes stepping back can be far more powerful. Allowing her to lead at the right moments can transform your dynamic, making her more invested and intrigued. Imagine a dance where one partner constantly takes the lead, never allowing the other a moment to guide the flow. It becomes tiresome, predictable, and ultimately uninspiring. Dating is much the same. Recognize when you've done enough to spark her interest and then step back. This doesn't mean being passive or disinterested. Rather, it's about understanding the rhythm of the relationship. It's about giving her space to move towards you, creating a balanced and captivating interaction. Overdoing your efforts can come off as desperate and overwhelming. Think about times when you've tried too hard. How did it feel? Probably not great. Now, consider the impact of allowing her to take over occasionally. It shows confidence, self-assurance, and trust. Women find these qualities incredibly attractive. By letting her lead, you demonstrate that you value her independence and respect her choices, which can deepen her interest in you. Imagine this scenario: you've been texting her consistently, planning dates and ensuring everything is perfect. But suddenly, you take a step back. You don't initiate the next conversation or plan the next date. Instead, you let her wonder about you, miss you, and make the next move. This shift can be exhilarating for her. It's a breath of fresh air, signaling that you are not chasing desperately, but are confident enough to let her come to you. This shift in dynamic is not about relinquishing control, but about sharing it. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In dating, this translates to not mirroring the negative behaviors or anxieties of others. Instead, be the calm, confident individual who trusts the process and lets things unfold naturally. By not overreacting or overcompensating, you set yourself apart from those who let insecurity dictate their actions. Ultimately, letting her lead isn't about being inactive. It's about being strategic. It's about understanding that attraction is a two-way street, and sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to let her come to you. By doing so, you create a dynamic where both partners are equally engaged, intrigued, and invested in the relationship. This balanced approach not only fosters mutual respect and admiration, but also builds a stronger, more captivating connection. Number 7, share your secrets. Sharing a secret with someone is a powerful way to build trust and create a deeper connection. When you tell her something personal that not many people know, it opens the door to mutual trust and vulnerability. This act shows her that you trust her, which can lead her to trust you more in return. Psychologically, we tend to like and trust people who demonstrate trust in us first. It's a natural instinct to be cautious around new people and to guard our secrets. But when you take the first step and reveal something personal, it breaks down those barriers. For instance, you could say, "Not many people know this, but I used to collect vintage comic books as a kid." This kind of revelation is personal enough to build trust, but not too heavy. Trust yourself to be honest, and others will trust you. Seneca. This Stoic wisdom highlights the importance of honesty in building trust. By being truthful and open, you set the stage for a trusting relationship. Sharing secrets fosters intimacy and exclusivity. Knowing you've shared something personal with her that you don't share with just anyone makes her feel special and valued. This sense of exclusivity can deepen your bond and make her more inclined to chase you, paving the way for a trusting and lasting relationship. Number 8. Dare to disagree. In a world where many men believe that being agreeable is the key to a woman's heart, daring to disagree can truly set you apart. Having your own opinions and expressing them confidently shows strength and independence, traits that are inherently attractive. No one admires a pushover or a yes man. Women respect and are drawn to men who stand their ground and engage in meaningful conversations, even when they respectfully disagree. When you voice your differing opinions, you demonstrate confidence and a sense of self that is irresistible. Authenticity is crucial. It's the foundation of genuine connections and respect. It's not about being confrontational or argumentative, but about showing that you have principles and a unique perspective. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This quote emphasizes the importance of staying true to your beliefs and values. Women can sense when someone is being disingenuous or simply telling them what they want to hear. By daring to disagree and standing by your truth, you become more intriguing and appealing. Imagine you're on a date and a topic like movies comes up. If she loves a popular film that you find overrated, don't just agree to win her favor. Share your honest opinion respectfully. You might say, "I can see why you like it, but I felt the storyline was a bit predictable." This shows that you are not afraid to be yourself and have your own tastes and judgments. Remember, confidence is not about always being right. It's about being unafraid to voice your thoughts and feelings. This genuine display of self-assurance can make you stand out, making her more likely to chase after you. Being bold and authentic in your interactions signals to her that you are a person with depth and character, someone worth getting to know better. Women appreciate men who can challenge them intellectually and engage in stimulating conversations. This doesn't mean picking fights or being stubborn for the sake of it. It's about enriching your interactions with honesty and depth. When you respectfully disagree, you invite her to see different perspectives and engage more deeply with you. Moreover, by standing by your opinions, you set a precedent for mutual respect in your relationship. She will know that you are someone who values honesty and integrity, qualities that are fundamental for a healthy and strong relationship. So, dare to disagree. Show her that you are confident, authentic, and unafraid to be yourself. This boldness can make you incredibly appealing and set the stage for a deeper, more genuine connection. Number 9. Leave if you have to leave. Creating a sense of mystery is an essential psychological trick to get girls to chase you. One effective way to achieve this is by not always being available. When you balance your presence with your absence, you become more intriguing. Women are naturally drawn to men who have their own lives and ambitions. Be the guy who is not constantly at her beck and call. This doesn't mean you should play games or be unreliable, but rather that you should maintain your independence. When you're not always around, it allows her to miss you, fostering a sense of longing and anticipation. Absence can indeed make the heart grow fonder. Marcus Aurelius once said, "How much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks." Apply this wisdom to your dating life by focusing on your own goals and interests, rather than constantly trying to please someone else. By doing so, you naturally become more attractive because you're not desperate for attention. The key is to strike a balance. Don't be too aloof or unavailable, but make sure that your life is rich and fulfilling on its own. When you have your own passions and commitments, you become more appealing because it shows you have a strong sense of self. Imagine this. You're on a date, and instead of dropping everything every time she calls, you sometimes tell her you have plans. Perhaps you have a hobby you're passionate about, or you're working on a personal project. This not only makes you more interesting, but also shows her that you have a life beyond the relationship. For example, if you're into fitness, you could say, "I'd love to see you tonight, but I have a gym session planned. How about tomorrow?" This subtle yet powerful message conveys that while you value her company, you also prioritize your own well-being and interests. Remember, A woman will chase a man who has a life that is both exciting and fulfilling. When you leave, if you have to leave, you're not only creating space for her to miss you, but also showcasing your value and confidence. This approach is powerful in the dating game and will significantly increase your chances of getting her to chase you. As we move forward in this video, stay tuned for the biggest mistake men make that drives women away, which we'll reveal at the end. This critical insight could change your dating game entirely, so make sure you don't miss it. Now, let's continue with the next point on our list. The biggest mistake men make that drives women away. In the intricate dance of dating, understanding what makes women run away is crucial. The biggest mistake many men make is appearing desperate. Desperation is the antithesis of attraction. When you come off as needy, you inadvertently signal insecurity and a lack of self-worth, which can be off-putting to women. To avoid this, it's essential to genuinely be hard to get, not as a game but as a reflection of your confidence and independence. Playing games is a common tactic, but it often backfires because it lacks authenticity. Instead, focus on being authentically self-assured and maintaining your own life and interests. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Authenticity is magnetic. When you are comfortable with who you are and where you're going, you naturally attract others, including women. Confidence is key. It signals that you are in control of your life and not reliant on anyone else for your happiness. Women are more likely to chase a man who is a challenge, not because he's playing hard to get, but because he is genuinely hard to get. A man who knows his worth and doesn't need to prove it. Remember, desperation repels, but confidence and authenticity attract. The path to making women chase you starts with embracing your own value and showing it through your actions and demeanor. Be the man you want to be, and the right woman will naturally be drawn to you. This insight is just the beginning. Stay tuned for more psychological tricks to master the dating game and transform your love life. Thank you for watching 13 psychological tricks to get girls to chase you. Remember, these tips aren't about manipulation. They're about fostering genuine connections and attracting the right person for you. Embrace your inner stoic, value her, and exude that cool, calm confidence. And if you had an aha moment, hit the like button and type aha in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more insightful videos. Nine unknown hotspots to get high-value women. Gentlemen, are you on the hunt for something real and rare? Do you feel like you've tried it all but still haven't cracked the code on where to meet high-value women? Forget the tired bar scene and the endless swiping on dating apps. What if I told you there are places you've likely overlooked, pulsing with potential for meaningful connections? Prepare to venture off the beaten path as we reveal 9 unknown hotspots to meet high-value women, places where passion, intelligence, and authenticity converge. Grab your notepad, hit play, and let's embark on a journey that will transform your dating life forever. But before we jump into today's exciting content, do us a quick favor, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps more than you know. Thanks for your support. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Social Circle Hotspot. The social circle hotspot is the first and one of the most effective venues for meeting high-value women. Leveraging your existing social circles, which include friends, family, and colleagues, offers a natural and organic environment for forming new connections. In social circles, high-value women, those who are not only attractive but also possess qualities such as intelligence, kindness, and ambition, are often found in close-knit communities. They value genuine connections, making social circles an ideal setting to meet someone who may value similar traits. The trust and comfort that come with being introduced by a mutual friend greatly increase the likelihood of forming a meaningful connection. When engaging with women within your social circles, the key is authenticity. High-value women have a keen sense of when someone is being insincere, so it's crucial to be genuine in your interactions. Participate actively in group activities that are of mutual interest. This not only shows that you are part of the community, but also allows you to share experiences and stories, laying the groundwork for a deeper connection. If a friend introduces you to a woman, It is important not to be overly forward in your initial interactions. Instead, focus on building a friendship first. High-value women appreciate subtlety and patience in building romantic interest, and they value men who respect their pace and comfort. Being able to read and respond to social cues is crucial. Knowing when to advance the conversation, or perhaps when to pull back, can make the difference between building a lasting connection and being seen as just another acquaintance. The advantage of a social circle is that you often meet in relaxed settings where everyone is more comfortable and open to talking. Women in these environments are generally not on high alert, as they might be in more traditional dating settings like bars or clubs. They are more receptive to genuine gestures of interest, partly because the social endorsement implicitly vouches for your character. This approach not only makes you more attractive to high-value women, but also enriches your own social experience, creating a win-win situation for all involved. Do you consider yourself to be open to social interaction? Comment 1 if you are an extrovert, and comment 2 if you are a bit hesitant when it comes to socializing. Number 2. Cultural event hotspot. The cultural event hotspot ranks as the second prime location for encountering high-value women, with its unique blend of intellectual stimulation and artistic appreciation. Cultural events such as art exhibitions, concerts, and theatre performances are magnets for individuals who cherish the arts and embody openness and curiosity, traits that define high-value women. These settings not only foster a relaxed atmosphere, but also create a backdrop conducive to meaningful interaction. Imagine stepping into a gallery where the latest exhibition has everyone talking. You stand next to a woman admiring a compelling piece of art. Here's your opening. What's your take on this artist's use of color, you ask? It's more than just small talk, it's an invitation into a world of shared interests and deeper dialogue. This isn't about impressing someone with art jargon or pretentious critique. It's about sharing an experience that resonates on a personal level, which can often lead to more profound, meaningful connections. Dressing the part matters as much as the conversation. Your attire speaks volumes before you even utter a word. It says you respect the art and the occasion. Coupled with confident body language, standing tall, making eye contact, offering a genuine smile, you set a tone of approachability and assurance. These are qualities that high-value women find appealing. They gravitate towards men who are secure in their own skin and respectful of the cultural setting they inhabit. You talk about the symbolism in a stage play, the revolutionary techniques of a modern sculptor, or the evocative lyrics of a live band. Each subject unfolding as a testament to your own cultural literacy and emotional depth. And what about the art of listening, at a jazz night or a book reading, when you listen intently to her thoughts and engage with her opinions without overshadowing? You're doing more than just conversing. You're showing that you value her mind and her company. This is crucial because high-value women are attracted to men who appreciate their intellect and who can engage in a dance of dialogue that is both give and take. Cultural venues are thus not just places to admire art, but platforms to connect with individuals on a wavelength that transcends the usual. They offer a unique opportunity to build relationships grounded in shared passions and intellectual stimulation. Next time you find yourself at one of these events, take a moment to look around. Each person there is not just an observer of art, but a potential conversation waiting to unfold, a story waiting to be told. Number 3. Yoga and gym classes. Hotspot. Have you ever wondered why yoga and gym classes seem to be filled with driven and genuinely engaging individuals? These environments are not just about physical fitness. They're thriving communities where high-value women congregate, driven by a commitment to personal growth and well-being. This makes yoga and gym classes an excellent hotspot for meeting women who aren't just taking care of their bodies, but are also invested in their mental and emotional health. Think about it. When someone dedicates time to yoga or hitting the gym, they're signaling a commitment to self-improvement and discipline. These are qualities that resonate deeply with the Stoic philosophy, where Seneca noted, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." In a modern context, The women you meet in these classes embody this spirit. They turn obstacles into stepping stones, which is evident in how they approach their fitness regimes. Let's say you're in a yoga class and you notice someone struggling with a pose you've mastered. Offering a helpful tip or a word of encouragement not only shows your supportive nature, but also opens the door to further conversation. Engaging with women in this setting can be incredibly rewarding if done with mindfulness and respect. It starts with shared experiences. You can build rapport by asking about what drives them, their fitness goals or challenges they've overcome. Sharing your own journey can also create common ground, making you more relatable and approachable. But here's the kicker. These interactions must be genuine. Women in these environments can quickly sense the difference between sincere interest and someone just trying to make a connection for superficial reasons. Humor can also play a significant role in breaking the ice. Making a light-hearted comment about how challenging a workout is, or joking about your own flexibility, can make you seem more accessible and personable. This approach not only lightens the mood but makes you more memorable. Finally, be patient and consistent. Relationships built in fitness settings are based on routine interactions, so regular attendance becomes crucial. As you become a familiar face, so does your reliability and commitment, qualities that are attractive in any relationship. In essence, the gym and yoga classes offer more than just a workout. They provide a platform to connect with like-minded individuals who value health, discipline, and improvement. And remember, the best connections are formed when you're not just sharing a space, but also sharing encouragement, goals, and maybe a laugh or two. So next time you roll out your yoga mat or lace up your sneakers, look around. You might just find more than just a workout partner. Gentlemen, what do you think about getting up right after this video ends and heading straight to the gym? Comment "ready" as a commitment to achieving a muscular body. Number 4. Community events hotspot. Why is it that some places seem naturally designed to bring people together, especially those passionate about making a difference? Enter the community events hotspot, a dynamic venue ranging from charity fundraisers to cultural festivals and even political or religious gatherings. These are not just social gatherings but platforms where high-value women congregate, united by a shared dedication to causes that matter deeply to them. At these community events, you're likely to encounter women who aren't just filling time. They're there because they care deeply about their contributions and impact. They are driven, purposeful, and looking for connections that resonate on a level beyond the superficial. These women are seeking partners who are not just participants, but passionate supporters of shared goals. They want someone who can walk side by side with them on a journey of meaningful change. It's about finding someone who not only supports their endeavors, but also shares their vision and values. How do you navigate such a setting to forge meaningful connections? First, it's essential to choose events that align with your own values and interests. Authenticity is key. You cannot feign passion. As Epictetus advises, don't just say you have read books. Show that through them you have learned to think better, to be a more discriminating and reflective person. Apply this stoic wisdom by engaging genuinely and thoughtfully with the issues at hand. Show that your involvement is not merely for social points, but a reflection of your true self. Participation is more than just showing up. It's immersing yourself in the activities and discussions. Whether it's a cleanup drive, a cultural festival, or a charity run, dive into the experience. Ask insightful questions, contribute your ideas, and share your experiences. This is not the venue for idle chit-chat. It's a place to showcase your commitment and engage with others who are just as passionate. By doing so, you naturally attract individuals who appreciate depth and sincerity. Patience and persistence are vital in these settings. High-value women are discerning. They can spot insincerity from a mile away and are often cautious about forming new relationships. Your consistent participation and genuine interest in the cause will speak volumes about your character and integrity. It's about showing up, not just once, but continually. Remember, the connections made here are built on a foundation of shared values and mutual respect. These aren't fleeting interactions, but potential beginnings of deeply rooted relationships founded on common goals and mutual support. Engaging in a conversation about how to drive change or discussing the impact of the event can lead to more profound, personal conversations, paving the way for a relationship that extends beyond the event itself. Number 5. Volunteer organization, Hotspot. Ever considered where you might find people who are not only successful and attractive, but also genuinely committed to making the world a better place? Welcome to the often overlooked yet incredibly rich territory of volunteer organizations. Here, you discover a diverse group of high-value women who blend beauty with a strong sense of purpose and selflessness. These are individuals who spend their time not in pursuit of personal accolades, but in genuinely striving to improve the lives of others and their communities. Volunteer organizations are true goldmines for those seeking meaningful connections. Why? Firstly, these groups attract individuals who are inherently compassionate and altruistic. These women are often leaders driven by a passion to enact positive change. They bring their education, skills, and resources to bear in efforts that range from local community enhancement projects to global initiatives. Here, you'll meet women who are not just talking about change but are actively involved in making it happen. Moreover, the environment in these organizations fosters a unique kind of bonding. Working together towards a common goal creates a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect that is rare in more casual settings. Whether you're planting trees, organizing charity events, or helping out at local shelters, the activities you engage in offer more than just the chance to help. They provide a platform to connect on a deeper, more personal level. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." This Stoic insight resonates profoundly within the context of volunteer work. The time and effort you invest in these activities not only contribute to your personal growth, but also signify a shared commitment to values and ethics that high-value women respect and seek in a partner. But how do you make the most of this hotspot? First, do your homework. Not all volunteer organizations are created equal. Look for ones that have a strong community presence and a proven track record of impact. This research will not only help you find a group that aligns with your interests, but will also demonstrate to your potential partners that you are serious about your commitments. Consistency is also crucial. Regular participation shows that you are reliable, a trait highly valued in potential romantic partners. It's one thing to show up once. It's entirely another to commit to returning week after week, truly dedicating yourself to a cause. And don't just be a bystander. Engage actively. Dive into the work, lead initiatives, or offer fresh ideas. Being proactive not only makes you more visible, but also more attractive. It shows you're not there to merely meet women, but to make a difference, which is a powerful attractor to someone who shares those priorities. Number 6. Professional environment hotspot. Transitioning from community-centered volunteer efforts to the bustling energy of professional environments, we dive into another excellent locale for meeting high-value women, professional and networking events. Here, the atmosphere is charged with ambition and drive, as individuals from various fields gather to exchange ideas, explore opportunities, and expand their professional horizons. They are vibrant hubs where you can connect with women who are not only successful in their careers but also deeply passionate about their work and personal growth. In these environments, high-value women are in their element, engaging with peers, sharing insights, and seeking ways to advance their professional lives. They attend these events with a purpose: to cultivate a network that is as robust in opportunity as it is rich in potential relationships. Such women value drive, competence, and intelligence, qualities they often seek in their personal relationships as well. Seneca once said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." This Stoic perspective is particularly apt for professional settings where preparation, knowing your field, understanding current trends, and being well-versed in networking etiquette can significantly enhance your opportunities to meet and impress high-value women. These women appreciate individuals who are not only knowledgeable, but also genuinely interested in the world around them and committed to self-improvement. When engaging in these settings, the direct approach works best. Be clear about who you are and what you represent. Introduce yourself with confidence and be ready to discuss not only what you do, but also what drives you in your career and personal life. Show genuine interest in their career goals and achievements. High-value women are often impressed by men who can engage in meaningful conversations about subjects that matter to them. Networking events also offer a unique opportunity to showcase your social skills, demonstrating your ability to navigate these events with ease, striking up conversations, introducing people to each other, and facilitating engaging discussions can make you particularly attractive. It signals that you are not only a competent professional, but also a considerate individual who values the contributions of others. However, the key to success in these environments lies in follow-through. If you promise to connect someone with a resource or send information, make sure you do it promptly. This reliability can make you stand out in the best way possible. Educational too, these events allow you to both share and gain knowledge. Whether it's discussing the latest industry innovation or a new market strategy, each conversation has the potential to enrich your understanding and deepen the connection between you and your peers, including those high-value women you're interested in meeting. Number 7. Bookstore or library hotspot. Shifting from the dynamic energy of professional environments, let's consider a more serene, yet equally potent setting for meeting high-value women: bookstores and libraries. These tranquil havens of knowledge are not just about books. They are cultural epicenters where like-minded individuals gather, offering a unique opportunity to connect with women who cherish intellect and depth. Why are these places ideal for meeting high-value women? Picture this. You're in a library aisle or browsing through a bookstore, and you notice someone engrossed in a book that you love, or one that piques your curiosity. This shared interest in literature opens a natural, effortless gateway to conversation. Whether it's discussing the latest literary masterpiece, a classic novel, or a professional development book, each book acts as a window into the reader's soul and offers a starting point for meaningful dialogue. High-value women found in these intellectual environments often appreciate thoughtful conversation and genuine interest. They are likely drawn to men who not only read, but also think deeply about what they read. As Seneca eloquently put it, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This environment is ripe for demonstrating your willingness to learn and grow, qualities that are highly attractive to those seeking serious relationships. Engaging with someone in a bookstore or library also allows you to gauge their interests and values based on their choice of literature. This can help you tailor your conversation to shared interests, increasing the likelihood of a connection. Furthermore, these settings often host readings, book clubs, or speaking events, providing additional opportunities to meet high-value women in a structured yet relaxed setting. Attending a book reading or a discussion panel not only bolsters your intellectual engagement, but also places you in a room with potential partners who share your interests. Remember, the key here is subtlety and sincerity. Unlike social or professional networking events, where the energy may be more outward and assertive, interactions in bookstores and libraries are generally more understated. Approach conversations with a sense of curiosity and openness, without the overt intention of seeking a date. High-value women will appreciate the respect and genuine interest in what they are reading, rather than feeling rushed into a superficial interaction. In terms of humor, even in these quiet settings, a light touch can be effective. You might make a witty comment about a quirky book title, or playfully debate the merits of a fictional character. This approach can break the ice and add a layer of lightheartedness to an otherwise serious interaction. Number 8. Coffee shop hotspot. Ever wondered why your local coffee shop feels like a scene straight out of a rom-com? Maybe it's the soft jazz or the cozy corners, but I suspect it's the brew-tyful conversations that truly make these places special. Welcome to the coffee shop, a hotspot where high-value women mingle over macchiatos and manuscripts. Imagine this. You walk into your favorite cafe, order a cappuccino, and there she is, sipping on her Americano, her laptop open to a fascinating project. Coffee shops are like informal networking events, but without the stiff blazers and business cards. Here you can strike up a chat that might just lead to more than a caffeine high. Coffee shops have this unique vibe that combines the casual with a hint of intimacy. It's a place where you can encounter a variety of people, especially women who are ambitious, creative, and possibly in search of their perfect espresso. Or perhaps something a bit deeper. The environment is ripe for sparking connections. There's something about coffee that gets the conversation flowing as smoothly as the steam from a fresh latte. And let's not overlook the charm of serendipitous humor. Picture this scenario. You both reach for the last slice of banana bread, and you say, "Looks like we have a crumby situation." Cheesy? Maybe. But it's these light-hearted exchanges that can warm her up to a more substantial conversation. But it's not just about the puns or the smooth lines, it's about the atmosphere, a fusion of aromas from freshly ground beans mixed with the subtle buzz of productivity and relaxed dialogues. It's a place where you can learn a lot about someone simply by observing how she takes her coffee or what she's typing away on her laptop. Does she prefer a quiet corner? Or is she right in the center where she can see and be seen? So, the next time you step into a coffee shop, think of it as more than just a place to get your caffeine fix. It's a melting pot of potential meetings. Whether it's debating the merits of the French press over the AeroPress or sharing a table during a busy rush, each visit is a chance to stir up more than just your drink. After all, great relationships, much like great coffee, take time to brew, and the results can be just as exhilarating. Who knows? Your next coffee shop visit could be where you find someone who not only shares your taste in coffee, but complements your life in ways you hadn't imagined. Number 9. Concerts or theatre performances, Hotspot. Why do people say that music and theatre tug at the heartstrings? Maybe it's because amidst the chords and choruses, amidst the drama and dialogue, there's a pulse of human connection that's palpable. Welcome to the vibrant world of concerts and theatre performances, a spectacular hotspot for meeting high-value women who not only appreciate the arts, but live and breathe them. Picture yourself at a jazz concert or a Broadway show. The lights dim, the crowd hushes, and there's a shared anticipation in the air. These moments are more than just entertainment. They're opportunities for connection. Here, high-value women mingle, their minds and hearts open to the transformative power of the arts. These are women who chase emotions, who relish the thrill of live performances, and who, just like you, are looking for someone to share these profound experiences with. Say you're at a rock concert and you notice her excitement as the first chords strike. What better way to spark a conversation than over a shared love for the band? Or perhaps you're at a theatre, and during intermission you find yourselves reflecting on the first act. What do you think the protagonist will do next, you might ask, drawing her into a conversation that extends beyond mere speculation about the plot. Concerts and theatre performances naturally foster a sense of unity and enthusiasm that's hard to find elsewhere. Amidst the applause and encores, there's a chance to connect on an emotional and intellectual level. These settings are not only about who you meet, but how you meet them. The excitement, the adrenaline, the art. All these elements create a perfect storm for meaningful interactions. Educationally, every performance is a lesson in culture, passion, and the human condition. Discussing characters, themes, or even the musical techniques used can deepen your conversation and show off your analytical skills and sensitivity to the arts. This can be particularly appealing to someone who values depth and intellect. So next time you find yourself swaying to a live band or captivated by a curtain call, look around. The concert or theatre isn't just a venue, but a gathering place for potential partners who share your enthusiasm for the arts. These settings promise more than a cultural feast. They offer a chance to meet someone who might just match your rhythm and passion, turning a night out at the arts into an opening act for something more. So keep your ticket handy. Your next great relationship might just be a show away. Listen carefully. Too easy, right? Just knowing these 9 key points, you think you can find a high-value woman. What could be better than that? Completely wrong. It's not quite that straightforward. The truth is, there's no shortcut in the complex dance of building meaningful relationships. The reality, there's no such thing as a free lunch, especially in matters of the heart. To truly attract and connect with a high-value woman, you must mirror the qualities you seek. Like attracts like, after all. High-value women are drawn to men who not only show interest in their passions, but who also exhibit depth, integrity, and ambition in their own lives. It's about being a man of real capability and substance. This means nurturing your own goals, refining your skills, and cultivating a rich, fulfilling life. It's about being someone who can offer not just companionship, but a shared journey of growth and discovery. Conquering the heart of a high-value woman requires more than just being in the right place at the right time. It demands self-improvement, genuine interest, and the capacity to engage on a deeper level. You must be prepared to invest time in understanding what drives her, supports her ambitions, and resonates with her values. This involves listening attentively, responding thoughtfully, and demonstrating through actions that you are a supportive and worthy partner. In essence, the conquest of winning over a high-value woman isn't about conquest at all. It's about becoming a high-value man. Only when you elevate yourself to match the qualities of the woman you admire can you hope to attract her genuinely and sustainably. Remember, in the game of love and life, the best investment you can make is in yourself. By becoming the best version of yourself, you naturally become more attractive to someone who is likewise striving to live a life of high value. And there you have it, gentlemen, our tour of the 9 unknown hotspots to meet high-value women. Remember, discovering the right places is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you bring your best self to these spots, showing genuine interest, respect, and engagement with the women you meet. The key is to be confident, be yourself, and most importantly, be sincere in your interactions. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Share this video with friends who might also benefit and drop a comment below to let us know which hotspot you're planning to check out first, or share any experiences you've had. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next meaningful connection could be just around the corner. See you in the next video.